Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, my name is Rico, and I'm out of Dallas, and finally got my YouTube channel together, or finally sat down and actually put some work into it. I have a few things on my channel that you can check out. My channel is called Rico the Opinionist. If you want to check out my opinions about various things that are going on in society, and particularly in the black community. I have a couple of videos where I'm talking about Charles Barkley and doing a little dance with my little cousin. It's in the Ferguson decision. And now it brings me to the Eric Garner decision. Shocker. And I created this channel so I can talk to black people. Everyone else, you're free to listen in if you like to. I don't mind. But most importantly, I want black folks to understand. Black people, all this that is going on, it can be dealt with. It can be dealt with. But we must understand, and again, I'll continue to say this in probably all the videos that I make relates to talking to us, black people. We have to recognize that we are black in America. Number two, we have to recognize what white supremacy is, white superiority. We have to accept why the United States Constitution was written, particularly to maintain white supremacy. It is very interesting that what we're going through with the police murdering unarmed black men, you don't really hear other groups going through this. And it's almost as if we are being caught off guard, but we've been here in this country for over 400 years. So we seem to still be caught off guard by the system of white supremacy. If you don't know what white supremacy is, you have a master's degree, you have a bachelor's degree, you have a PhD, you have a medical degree, you have a law degree, or you're even making straight A's in the ninth and 10th and 11th and 12th grade, and you've never heard of white supremacy, I fault you. White supremacy is a system that maintains white privilege systematically, as well as psychologically. Under the system of racism and white supremacy, it is understood by the white supremacists and all white people who benefited from it that regardless of how you marry or how many biracial children you have, it will not put an end to the attack on black. Not just in America, but it's global. So I want all of my intellectual blacks, my hood blacks, my rap loving blacks, I want all the blacks, church, Jesus Christ loving blacks, to go and Google white supremacy. So if you decide to listen to more of my videos, or Dr. Claude Anderson's videos, or Brother Baba, John Herrick Clark, or Dr. Joy Leary, all these scholars. Michelle Alexander speaks about the prison system. She doesn't use the words white supremacy, but if you understand what her research is about, you'll see it's nothing but slavery. So I want to stay on point, and I haven't forgotten about the Eric Garner. That's the reason I'm making this video. Eric Garner was choked to death right before our eyes. He yelled, "I can't breathe," 11 times. And a grand jury made up of these anonymous people saw that there was no reason to indict him and even press charges against this cop. It's very interesting. So I'm not shocked by white supremacy. What I'm more shocked about is why we have not understood what we're supposed to be doing. See, when immigrants come over here to this country, they understand that in order for them, I'm speaking as an immigrant, in order for me to survive, I have to maintain my culture, maintain my educational status, mean get a good education, understand the laws of the land that I am about to enter, and understand economics. The problem is with black folks, black fraternities, black soror, all these various forms of black folks, we fail to understand the importance of self-preservation, racial and cultural self-preservation. Now, I know those of you who have white girlfriends and white husbands, and white wives, and biracial children, some of this may make you nervous because it goes into conflict about what decision you've made to survive or to survive under white supremacy. Yeah, we make choices, we make decisions on how we're going to survive. But see, the cops are only able to kill black men because obviously we are not in tune with our culture and our race and understand. We were African, but way before we became Americans. And Asians understand that they were Asians way before they became Asian Americans. Jewish white folks understand that they are part of Israel before they became Jewish Americans, or if you could become a religion slash American. That's much foolishness. But even subgroups like homosexuals understand that this Constitution was written in a way that even they can go in and dismantle it and insert their agenda. We can't seem to do this. If we remember that you cannot be considered a full American if the formal document of this country states that your voting rights are voted on every 25 years. That's not a full American. That's not even an immigrant, because when immigrants come over, they get full American status. But black folks, we've been here for over 400 years, and we still have our voting rights voted on every 25 years. That's not an American. That's a visitor. Number two, economically, if you don't understand how economics play a big part under white supremacy, the system that funds white supremacy is capitalism. If you don't have any money, you don't matter. You have to get some money. Now, sure, black folks, we give everybody else billions of dollars annually, but we don't know how to pay ourselves annually. Sure, we have barbecue shacks and a few hair salons. Well, we used to have BET, but they sold that out. And TV1 is kind of inching along, but with 44 million African Americans, 44 million people who generate over $1 billion or some odd dollars more than a small country or medium-sized country in the world, our neighborhoods look like crud. Our schools, crud. Then you have those few who are able to escape to the suburbs. And I'm not mad at you, but Eric Garner. See, the police don't attack people who protect themselves. I find it very interesting that Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, what's the latest? I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Yeah, Eric Garner, Trayvon. Oh yeah, Michael Brown. That was just amazing. See, when you protect yourself economically, protect yourself racially, protect yourself culturally, no one else can penetrate your community. They cannot attack your children. And for those of you who are panicking right now, saying that, Rico, you're making it a black and white thing. I'm not making it a black and white thing. The United States Constitution makes it a black and white thing. Unless you decide that we're going to go and have what is called a national convention, constitutional convention, that we rewrite this constitution that includes all people, all groups, the foolishness will continue. I just find it amazing that, with all the rallies that are going on, and I'm about to allude to one that just happened here in Dallas a couple of nights ago. By the way, this is Sunday the 6th or 7th? 7th. Okay, let me look down. Sunday the 7th, 2014. And I went down to downtown Dallas to check it out. Of course, it's supposed to be against police brutality. But it quickly went from Eric Garner to homosexuals being attacked and church and white church members and church folks and religion being attacked. They included all of these subjects that had nothing to do with Eric Garner. But then when I looked at the crowd was made up of whites, mostly whites, biracials, homosexuals, white folks, and black sprinkled in. You had some black men down there. The black man who was kind of effeminate, softy, non-threatening kind of black dude. Really smart though. He was heading it, and I had a few other black dudes on the stage holding Black Lives Matter, and and then if there were some black guys in the audience, just a few, and out of those few, you had some who were there with their white girlfriends. This Eric Garner march, this Trayvon Martin march and protest, well, Michael Brown, black men should be leading these marches. I mean, in black neighborhoods, because the police is not killing Asians. The police is not shooting unarmed white men. The police is not killing light-skinned, light enough biracial men. They're shooting unarmed black men, dark-skinned black men. If you notice, all the black men that have been killed have been of a darker skin. There's something to this dark skin. I'm about to send you to the library again. Understand? Oh yeah. When you look at white supremacy, understand melanin. The word for this evening is melanin. And when you understand what melanin is as it relates to white supremacy, then you'll see what my videos are about. Until we love each other and understand our history and teach black children that it's okay to be black, and that it's not required in order to, if you believe in this sort of thing, but to get into heaven, you have to be holding a white man or a white child's hand. You'll be all right. And of course, for those who are panicking right now, I'm not saying go out and hate white folks, even though historically they deserve it. Oh yeah, the same way Jews hate Adolf Hitler and hate Nazis historically, and even today, and no one attacks them for hating the historical and what they believe as the current enemy of Jewish whites. Well, we get called on the carpet, for having a particular, or as they say, feeling a certain type of way about white folks. And we should, because it's going on every day. But black folks, you're going to unify or you're going to die. You're going to come together as a group or you're going to die as individuals. Whether you're a dark-skinned black or black person, period, living in the suburbs or in the ghettos or the hoods, the police does not care. And I want to close by saying this. I'm sick and tired of people saying that not all cops are bad. There are some good cops. If this were true, those good cops stood around and watched this one bad cop choke the life out of Eric Garner. Those good cops came to the rescue of Darren Wilson, or so-called. Those other cops stood around as Darren Wilson shot down Michael Brown. Just stood there. So please don't try to snow job me, tell me, piss on me and say we're just pouring lemonade. I'm not that kind of black dude. I have 20/20 vision. I can have a pretty high level of intelligence. See, if those cops work alongside of those so-called bad cops, and they're both being trained by the same system, where's the good cop? There's no such thing as a good cop. It's a system. Black cops included, because they were black cops who work on these police departments who sit in silence. as they shoot down and harass black men. So don't feed me this bull about there being good cops. There's no such thing as a good cop. All good cops would be having press conferences. They would be speaking out against the rabid cops on these forces. So I don't care if it is your uncle, your father, your grandfather, your sister. I don't give a damn. Because in my eyes, he or she is a bad cop on any one of these forces, police forces in St. Louis or New York, whatever, even in Memphis. If he or she doesn't stand up and speak out against the injustices, the direct and purposeful, planned injustices against black folks and particularly black men. Thank y'all for listening. I have more videos on my YouTube video. Enjoy your evening.